Hello, and thank you for tuning in to this episode of Animals and Ames. My name is Ron Edwards. I'm the Animal Control Supervisor here for the Ames Animal Shelter and Animal Control Program. Our first guest with us here today is Possum. And a possum is not a possum. Possum is a hamster, and he is one of the 5 hamsters that we recently took in not too long ago that the owner was unable to care for. So Possum actually is now looking for his forever home here with us. And we have this kind of fancy cage here, which you really need to make sure is cleaned well, because they make quite a bit of a mess. So hamsters are not a pet for everybody. But Possum here seems to be pretty happy in this cage. Loves going down the tubes and spinning on the wheel, which is really important for their exercise. I will tell you that hamsters are not a pet for everybody. They are special little creatures that deserve the time and attention that all animals should receive. Just because they're little small guys doesn't mean you don't need to pay attention to them. They do require a lot of attention and special care. So you want to make sure that his cage is completely secure as you see him peeking out there. You don't want him running through the house. They usually are pretty content staying here in their kennel, in their cage. But it is always nice to let them get some exercise outside of the cage. And again, the wheel is really helpful for that. They really do spin a lot on the wheel. They are nocturnal, so they're going to make a lot of noise at night. So when you may be trying to sleep, they may be wanting to spend their time on the wheel, run around and play. So you need to keep that in mind. You have a place where you can put the hamster that's not going to interrupt your sleep if you do sleep at night, because they don't. So we woke him up, so he's probably not too happy with us right now. He's just going to kind of hang around here. But he's got plenty of food and water in there, and it's always very important to make sure that those are kept replenished. So very special little creatures here. We don't just get dogs and cats and rabbits here at the shelter. We do get exotics as well. And this is an animal that you would consider to be an exotic pet. So again, they do require special attention, care, and most importantly, lots of love. So he's coming up here to say hi to me. So I'm sorry, she. I've probably did that before. So a possum is a girl, and she's a Syrian hamster, which means that she does pretty much need to be kept alone. Syrian hamsters will often fight with each other, and of course you don't want male and females to get together, so we don't want them to be fighting either. But there she is trying to play on the wheel, the top part. So if you're interested in a hamster, a very special and unique pet, come on down to the shelter. We'd love to talk to you more about them. We also ask people to do some research before they come down and see if it might be the right pet for them. They're cute little creatures. They can bite. So maybe not the best pet for a really small child, but a good animal if you're trying to teach your child some responsibility and make sure that they're going to take care and feed and water and clean up after the hamsters. So again, if you're interested in a hamster, come on down to the Ames Animal Shelter. And our next guest today is Alyssa. Alyssa came into us as a stray. She is a female. We're estimating she's just about over a year old. She's got some stuff in her eyes there. She's a pretty sweet kitty here. We've all kind of got to know her a little bit. She came in here and didn't have any identification, no microchip, so we couldn't get her back to her original people. So we named her Alyssa. We got her spayed, so she's already been spayed and ready to go. She does have all of her claws, and of course one of our policies here is we want to make sure that she keeps them. It's very important for her to be able to get around and make sure that if she does get out by accident, because of course we want all of our cats to be indoor, that she has a way to defend herself. So having those front claws and the back claws are of course extremely important to these guys so they can defend themselves and get away from predators if something were to happen. And even in the house, it's important that she has her claws and can be able to get up high if she had a dog that decided it wanted to chase her. But of course we're also looking for homes that have cat-friendly dogs in them. So if you do have a dog, we want to make sure that they have been accustomed to cats before you would consider Alyssa. So she's really enjoying this attention here, just loves to be pet. could use a good brushing, so we'll get some of our volunteers right on that. And we do have such a great group of volunteers that help us out with so many animals here at the shelter, and we're so thankful for them. Couldn't do the work that we do without our volunteers, so a big thank you to all of the volunteers that help us at the Ames Animal Shelter. So again, this is Alyssa. We think she's about a year old. She's already been spayed now. She's got her current vaccinations. She still will need a rabies vaccination once she's adopted, but that's all part of the adoption process that we're happy to explain to everybody. Our adoption fee for cats is $40, $50 for dogs, and for the hamsters, we actually have, since that's our last hamster that you just saw, the adoption fee is normally $5, but we have that cage there also. So we're doing a little special, so you get the cage and the hamster for an adoption fee of $20. So again, these guys are really special. Oh, little sneeze there. Really special to us. We want to make sure they go to the absolutely best homes possible. They mean a lot to us, and all the animals do that come in here to the shelter, no matter what species they are, how old they are, how young. We want to make sure they get the best possible home, and that's what we're here for, to take care of these guys. So help us by doing that, and help us come down to the shelter and adopt these animals from us here. So this is Alyssa, so come on down and take a look at her. And our final guest today is Justine. Justine came to us. She was not spayed. We got her spayed. She's a beautiful brown, and she's got some orange tabby or orange in here. Just a really sweet cat. She's a bit on the feisty side, so that's why she wants to go down and play. She doesn't want to stand up here and have me talk about her. So Justine came into us as a stray. Again, no identification, no ID tags, no microchip. Definitely a cat that I would recommend, probably no small children. She's one that, as I said, she's a little on the feisty side, just wants to go play. And I think I'm actually going to let her go ahead and run down and play. Well, maybe she's going to settle down here. Want to get some petting? Again, a cat probably would not be recommended, a cat like Justine would not be recommended with small children, but you know, children maybe 10 plus would be a good idea. She hasn't shown any aggression or anything like that. She just has a whole lot of energy, and we'll go ahead and let her run down and play in the kitty room here. She's used to playing in this room, so she's wondering why she's being stuck here on the table. Hi, Justine. A very sweet cat. Just needs a special home and no children. She has got current vaccination. She does have all of her claws. So Justine is available for adoption here at the Ames Animal Shelter. So, and now she's talking. So hopefully you can hear Justine talking. So that was the 3 animals that we have to show you today. We appreciate everybody tuning in to watch our show. We do have 7 cats available for adoption right now. Our last dog was adopted on Friday. So hopefully we'll get some new dogs here coming in for potential adopters. And we do have the 1 hamster. We'll also have 2 rabbits here at the shelter, both male bunnies that are separate homes. We're looking for separate homes for them. And that will be available when the show airs. So come on down here. We got all kinds of different critters here at the shelter. Keep an eye on our Facebook page, as well as our website that's updated every 15 minutes. So if you ever want to see what's here at the shelter, just look at our webpage, and you can see the animals that are here looking for their owners to come claim them, and those that are looking for their new adopters and forever homes. Thank you for watching.